Than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Watch 54, watch 54. Double dog, that's the way. Left.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And some room to work. The 40, 30, 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Check 390, 380.
54, Mike. I got it. Check 99, check 99. You go tight.
Alpha!
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
And the 49ers first down.
Set 180. Set 180. Q.
On first down, here's Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Check. Lucky.
Keep it skinny.
He's coming.
Throwing on second down. Rivers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
180. Load it. Hey, Delta.
He's coming. We got double up. Whip.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
What? 280.
52. you over. I'm going to run you.
Good, good.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The 41-yard line.
What? 280.
52's the mic. Man up, man.
Alert, alert. 280.
From the 41, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
On first down, it's Carson. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That's it, baby.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Alert. Mike 52. Good.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Third and long, it's Wilson. This is caught, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll make the score 14 to zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
12. Wait, 89.
Rivers now. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. 3rd and long for Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Mike 54. Focus, defense, focus. Under 10. 10. Hey, check 24.
Touch 50. Start.
They'll run on first down. Carson. Now Carson fumbles the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
They run it with Carson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers nothing. Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Good job right there. Good job right there.
Now it's Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Go. Check 6 guys. Look for signals.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This is Breida. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And his pass incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Rivers. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
Returnable for Lockett. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Mike's 56. Watch the run. Watch the run. It's soft, baby. That's baby soft. Check it out, read. Slam, slam, slam. Bang, 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 bang.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. And this is incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Run left, run left.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Set. 180. Check, Mike. 54. White. 54.
Check.
Here's Breida. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
Set. Black 15.
Watch it,
Left. Set.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers, screenplay, McKenna. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. He will push his way down to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
No. Off. Zero.
Switch. Shoot.
Hey, Red, behind.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, a full half to be played.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Check 4.
Alert.
Now Wilson throwing again. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
Chris Carson, incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, pick your game up. You go tight. You got tight.
Alert, 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 alert.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. This one into the hands of Hurd. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
It's out time, guys. It's out time. Whip.
To throw, Rivers. He may try and run for this. Rivers looking a little nimble there as he picks up a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Rivers to throw it. Goodwin able to haul it in. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
13 yards there and a Niner first. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Breida. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Rivers on the money, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Rivers. That's Samuel, caught left side. 1st down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. They run with Breida. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
14.
Check.
Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. It's a gain of 15. 1st down Seahawks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Hey, watch
Check.
On 1st down, it's Carson, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Slam, slam.
Pump up. Under crunch. Watch twist. Six. Good touch.
This is Carson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Hey.
All day, dog. Shit.
25.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Joker. Alert 3.
Tempo.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 25 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Check, check. Fresno. Check. Crunch. 180. 12.
Throwing again. Rivers. Open man is Samuel, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Rivers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
79. 0. Wait, 85.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. On the crossing route, complete. It's Underwood. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Rivers. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Switch.
Now Rivers on 4th down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Set, 180.
Mike 54.
Hey, Rocket.
Back to throw. Oh no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line.
Hey, you got your first down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Set, 180.
Mike 54.
Hey, go orange.
Back to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Rivers to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. who's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Rivers pass intended for George Kittle. Incomplete.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. Going for it has paid off twice already on this drive. Can they convert again on fourth down? Let's see. On fourth down, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard.